Okay, I think we had a fair result last weekend. I know I got a couple of winners out of it. And this Saturday it's going to be at Doomben, and the problem is it's a heavy 8 this morning, but the temperature is in the high 20s all the way through to Saturday. Probably depends how the wind goes. And hopefully, well, we're not going to get a good 3, that's for sure. But possibly we might get up to a soft 5 or a good 4 for Saturday. Anyway, let's see what happens. So in Doomben race 4, this is Group 3, and I noticed that Articus, Chris Lees is looking up for Articus for the Australian Bloodstock Syndicate. The form for that horse is best over the 2,000 metres, so gets what he needs today and is going to be spot on for Saturday's race. Currently $21 to win, $6 to place. Is better off on a good track. So I'll be hoping that the track improves. I'll probably have something on that. Lavani also had a couple of good results on good tracks. It's 9 out to $9.50, probably because of the state of the track. Okey-doke. Jumbo Prince, always reliable, hasn't done much for a while. It's $15. Go Flan, well, there was a very good winner in Sydney first up. It's one of those imports, and it took a while to get going here. But that's the reason that it's $5, because they feel that it's getting there now, and All in Vogue, rated $16 by us, is $19. So opportunities in this race, I reckon, given the wide nature of the market, to do something. But once again, it's going to depend on what the track rating is. I'll have a look Friday morning, see what it's improved to, just to get a better idea about it. And finally on Saturday, it's a matter of whether we choose any of these races for our weekend feature race or daily feature races. Doomben race 5, that's the 2-year-old. It's a Group 2. Once again, you can see here, Blue Book could only run 3rd and 4th of its last 2 starts after 3 straight up wins. Rated $5. Once again, in an open race, 15 out to 19. Not sure whether that's anticipating a wet track or not. Bashani Hustler 5 to 550, and Dynamite has just had the 1 start. 420 to 5. Sizzling Bell, I think it's possibly because of the breeding, might be thought that it might be suited by a wet track. 420 to 4, and then the only one I've seen rated $11. Obviously that should be 13 to 15. Okie doke. So that's another race to look at in light of what happens on the day and what the track conditions are like and what the price movements are. Because these Mashanis are certainly getting around, aren't they? So Doomben race 6, this is only a listed race, but over 1,350. Snitzers 5 to 550. Mashani Bullets 12. Femme Fireball 11. Cruisers 34. Eminent was scratched. And number 4 Marsupial, actually I'll retype that. That's our next selected runner. It's $3 favourite. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that it handles the wet okay. So mostly there hasn't been a lot of rain around over the summer, but that makes it a little bit problematical. But once again, you can see good prices here and the possibility of, Canella or trifecta or something like that. Once again, subject to what the track conditions turn out. And when we look up Doomben 7, who could not be impressed with the run of Torval? Was racing thereabouts. I think one of those days we gave it out as a good place bet, and it really got into the place okay. I'm not sure what it paid. It was probably about $6, or maybe it was even bigger than that. But anyway, it's okay in the wet. Another $1, 420 out for $6, so that's a little bit under our price. Okay, obviously Torval's obviously under our price too, but it is our top ranked runner, and it does look to be a top one here. Young Star there, 420 to 460. It's okay in the wet. So really, the market's saying it's out of those 3 horses. Our ratings are saying it's out of those 3 horses. But we won't get too excited until we see what conditions we got on Saturday. A little bit of money here for play that song, 80 to 750. Doomben race 8, very interesting race. I've always been a bit disappointed that the Doomben 10,000 got reduced to a 1,200 metre race. The 1,350 at Doomben has always been unique. However, the interesting thing is here that Le Romain rated $5.50 because of the excellent result last start. Le Romain has always been good on any going, but is also good on wet tracks. So if it does happen to be a wet track, then Lure-O-Main will be a little bit more advantaged. The reason for that is that the 1200 metres will seem more like a 13 or 1400 metre race. So that's in Lure-O-Main's favour. And look, even on any condition, $3.60 there for a place bet. This is a horse that's won Group 1 races. The Group 1 winner, got a very good record and should go well there. Red Zell, we don't have to say too much about that. But nevertheless, a lot of good horses in here and a lot of ratings are out. It's $1.70 out to $2.15. That's clearly the best runner at the distance. And yeah, it was a surprise second last start after being run down. But if it does get to the big race next year, at the end of the year, then it'll be up against its conqueror as well. English always puts in good runs. $15 to $17 is okay on the wet, and probably if it was wet, that's the best chance for her to do anything. In her time, I don't have to tell you too much about that. It's actually $4 into $3.80, and in very good condition at her very best, and could give Red Zell a run for his money. Burning Passion was very good last start. Wet track would help it. $81 into $41 once they realised it was probably going to be wet. It is a bit of a jump up in class, of course, and that's going to be the problem. And then the last, this is an interesting race because there's quite a variance in the prices. So we've got Hang rated $3.30. It's available at $21.05 to $50 at the place, and is at his peak for this. It was a good run last start when he finished 4th. Symphonic Dancer is $26. Higher Ground, very good horse, $2.50 out to $2.60. It's racing very well, has no wet form, that's the query on it. And yeah, look, there's the opportunity for Dutch Bet, say, in those top three. That's 5%, there's another 4% there, that's 9% and 40% there. You can Dutch Bet those three and double your money if one of them gets up. Icon of Dubai, 12s to 14s, not good in the wet. Dark Green, $4.20 to $4.60 and okay in the wet. Some of these, to get their ability in the wet, I've had to look up the breeding, just to look at the top 100 sires list in the wet track. But it's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be dominated by how the weather plays out, and I'll make a decision about which of these races, if any, that we add to as our weekend feature race. But also, as you know, we have people subscribing to our place bets. It's been a bit quiet this week. But Articus, if the track gets up to a good 4 on Saturday, I'll certainly be putting Articus in as a place bet. And of course, if it was going to be a good track, I would be backing that for a win also. Okay, hope that helps you out, and thanks for having a look. And also, you'll notice that we've not had a lot of hot shots this week, but these will pick up as we go along, so don't worry about that. They're always in the link daily market. Thanks for calling. Oh, thanks for looking.